Hi everyone! Today we are going to do some repotting, taking some babies off the stems, chopping them off, and then propagating some leaves and all those fun stuff. Those are very relaxing, but in the meantime, before I do that, I am going to give you an update on my fence that got that fell off from the wind 3 weeks ago, and my landscaping around that area. At the end of the video, I will show you some things that I repotted, to just make things nice, and give you some ideas on how to repot your succulents and how to clean them off, because I'm sure with all the rain, they've got so many leaves and they're overgrown. So we need to shed some leaves and thin them and chop off some heads. Hi everyone, I'm back. I was on vacation. I went to Korea and I went to Philippines to visit my mom. I stopped by Korea before I went to the Philippines. I stopped by there for 3 days and ate. I have a travel video if you want to check it out. Travel with Jan, and I will put the link below. My fence is up. I'll show you in a few minutes. My landscaping's a mess, and the grasses are growing higher because when I was gone for 2 weeks, there was 2 weeks of rain every day. And I will show you, and then I'm gonna think of, this is gonna be my spring and summer project. I'm gonna do it slowly. We go from there. There's my weeds. With 2 weeks of rain, they just grew. I never used and don't use any weed killer for my grass, for the weeds, because I plant vegetables and I don't want any insecticide, pesticide, whatever in my garden. So it's all organic. So we're gonna be pulling that by hand. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna show you my succulents that got stepped on during, when they were doing the fences. It's gonna be a lot of work for me fixing everything, but it's okay. It's spring anyway, so this aeonium is I just need to straighten them up, stand them back again, and then they're gonna grow back. I have aloe vera that got stepped on, and this tree, I forgot the name of this tree. There it is, but it's okay. I'm gonna slowly fix this. Then once I'm done, I'm going to make an update video of what I did with this landscaping. In the meantime, we're gonna go on our succulents, because with this rain, all the succulents are overgrown, fat, and getting damaged from the freezing weather. This is also the time to remove dead or damaged leaves like this, and add some of the leaves out so mealybugs will not grow come summertime. The fungal diseases, removing them will prevent rot and fungal diseases from developing. We have to thin our succulents. And this one, a ghost plant, I bought it from estate sale. They actually did not have little plants, so now it's time for me to clean out, shed the big leaves so they will look healthy. Okay, so I gather everything that we need to cut, trim, and shed some leaves. I'm going to start with this ghost plant. They are overcrowded, so we're gonna start taking all the bottom leaves out and cut some of this baby plant and replant them, and then propagate the leaves, because they're very, very healthy. There's a lot of water in them, so they will grow nice and give us some little babies later on. We also need to prevent overcrowding, because it will lead to a competition of light and nutrients. The leaves are very fat. This is really a good place for the mealybug and the fungal diseases to hide in the summer. So to all of you succulent lovers right there, this is a time to shed some leaves out. It's also time to propagate and start planting the little succulents. And as you all know that succulents are easy to propagate, and trimming off a leaf or a stem can create new plants. So that's what we're doing right now. And then we're going to create more plants and more succulents. So there it is. And then I spray it with vitamin B1 and water, like about 2 tablespoons of B1 concentrate into this a quarter gallon of spray bottle. I don't know, 1 liter. I don't know what it is, but it's just a regular size of. And then I clean it up, freshen them up, so when I put them back outside, they are fresh and ready. This is so exciting. I am going to cut all these little plants here and replant them. They're very, very strong, but we're gonna have to start cutting them. And then hopefully a new plant will grow on the stem. We're gonna cut this. In this way, we're also trying to control the size of the succulents and, propagating them. Hopefully new growth will grow on this stem. But if we just leave the succulents unchecked, if we don't check our succulents, then they can grow big. And if you're growing them indoors in a small space, you may need to trim them down to control. But I grow my succulents outdoor with the netting on top. This is probably the most relaxing job I've ever had. I love trimming succulents. Sometimes I trim them too much, but I probably need to repot this into a nicer and bigger pot so they can grow nicely. And like what I said, this is springtime, so this is the best time to repot, propagate. So all of you that wants to encourage branching, then this is a time to prune the succulents. Sometimes I feel like I don't really want to touch it because I don't want to ruin it, but then again, some succulents get root rot or root bound. That's what I was trying to say, when they are already overgrown. And when they're overgrown and they're root bound, some of the stems are slowly dying. That's when this little succulents grow everywhere, and then sometimes you feel like, how come they're not growing on this part, like this one right here. So that's because the pot is too small for the succulents. So I am repotting this to a bigger pot. Repotting is also, like what I said, to prevent overcrowding. Overcrowding can lead to competition for light and nutrients, which can affect the growth and health of our succulents. That's why it's very important to thin out excess growth so it will help our plants to grow more evenly and healthily. And don't be scared to cut them, because this is springtime. And then summertime, they will grow. Then we have enough time until the winter time for them to grow and have nice, good succulent sizes. And because we had a lot of rain, as you can see, the soil is very, very wet. So I'm going to keep some of the roots of this plant where I can keep it, and some of the dead stem I am going to cut it and then arrange them well like a presentation. Because I took some of the wet soil out, some of the plants are not standing up. So I have to cut some of the stem and then stick them in the soil, and then they'll grow. But because the soil is moist, I will not water them for the next 2 to 3 weeks so they won't get root rot. And pray that they will survive. Let's add some soil, and then this one is still not standing. I'm probably gonna need to cut this so it will stand up, and then we can add our rocks on the top. It's so crazy when you look at videos of they're doing their succulents. They made it look so easy, but this is reality. Some of the stem does not want to stand up, so you kind of have to brace it with rocks or push it in with the soil. But if it doesn't work, then we're just gonna have to cut them and then make a hole, and if it stands up, you've done your job. There it is. She's finally standing up. Okay, we're finally done. We even have little babies, and this is very clean. No, see, there's no aphids or mealybugs. It's just clean, so I'm not gonna cut them. I'm just leave them for now. We have the stem. Here you go. Beautiful. And we have to put all these little babies in a little tray of soil so they can grow bigger. This is our finished product. What do you think? They can grow healthy for the summer, and they can just be nice and pretty. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get alert for more videos. Bye now.